More than a decade ago, LaGuardia Airport had become the laughingstock of certainly the city, the nation, and probably the world. The old LaGuardia was dark, low ceilings, cramped.
The infrastructure is old, some of it's under capacity in terms of serving the demand.
It was subpar, it was out of date, it desperately needed to be replaced.
When we started here, LaGuardia was serving twice as many passengers as it was designed for.
The complexity of this project was pretty awe-inspiring. The Port Authority laid out quite a challenge for us.
Keep the airport operating during the entire construction process. That's point one. Point two is LaGuardia is a postage stamp. It literally can fit inside Central Park with 150 acres to spare.
How do you take an existing terminal, keep it operating, and still provide a brand new terminal?
It's amazing. So the scope and scale of this project is impressive, right? So I mean, when you think about it from a duration standpoint, you're talking about a construction project that took a decade.
And the solution that we came up with was really going vertical and thinking in 3 dimensions and elevating the terminal such that we could connect on these sky bridges we're standing on right now that connect the new check-in area to the new gate area. And while we were in construction, we're literally right over top of the existing terminal. Well, it was still in operation.
The sky bridges are sufficiently off the ground that there actually is a taxiway that goes entirely around the concourse. Now there are 2 ways for the planes to get to their gates.
It really was a question of building over it, to the side of it, on top of it.
We've run this in a multiple phase program, so while trying to keep the airport active throughout the life of construction, being able to access the work, keeping the passenger flow in and out of the airport on a consistent and unobstructed basis was a major challenge throughout the life of the project.
And over the last 8 weeks, we've demoed buildings. Now we're in the process of taking the remainder of the foundations out, the pile caps, and the first 10 to 12 feet of the piles themselves.
To see the final, the last of Terminal B, the old Terminal B, come down recently was sort of the final point on that. So it's a very exciting project.
Every partnership between public and private entities is completely different. And so this project became a combination of ideas and lessons learned at other projects.
Point of view of a public agency, bringing in a private partner who not only provides financing but also oversees construction is a win-win situation.
Vantage Airport Group has a history of over 25 years redeveloping airports around the world. So we really borrowed concepts and thoughts from a lot of places and kind of assembled them in a unique way, as well as unique thoughts for LaGuardia and for the solution here to come up with this plan.
This is all the result of what we did collectively as a group. Because it really is it's wildly different than what had been imagined, originally.
It was great fun for me to be part of those discussions, watching the evolution that the designers and the operators and the contractor went through and sort of thinking through how to do this.
Ensuring against programmatic obsolescence over the course of a project that's going to last a decade, you need to be really versatile. You need to be thinking actually in a way that how can we optimize and be, construct in a manner that's actually going to afford the maximum amount of flexibility so that as the design is going to change over the course of a decade, because it will, you find yourself in that space.
I think the other wonderful thing is that you're listening now to so much discussion around the environment and sustainability, and certainly for Meridian, that was really a core value. It is for Skanska, it is for Vantage as well. So being able to really put all of those resources and intellectual capabilities and focus on environmental issues has been very exciting.
I mean, compared to the old LaGuardia, this is night and day. We've tried to make it inspiring. Everywhere you turn, there's something to catch your eye. There's a New York reference. So this is part of a dramatically improved passenger experience as well.
It's really a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.